On the 27th of September, our church celebrates the feast day of St Kallistratos. The following are some thoughts on his life and works. Kallistratos was born in AD 234 into an unbroken line of military men, one of whom had become a Christian while campaigning in Jerusalem in the time of Christ and had handed down to his ensuing generations the great legacy of Christianity. Kallistratos was cast into the classic mould of a highly principled soldier who could serve God and country with dedication and loyalty. He distinguished himself in the field with honour and knelt before God with humility. Before long, he found himself popular in the banquet halls, a much sought-after military figure whose exploits eventually came to the attention of the supreme command of the Roman legion in the Eternal City itself. Lost in the welter of praise that preceded him was the Christian piety of Kallistratos, and when he was summoned to Rome for service under the famous Roman general Percentius, no one in the high command was even remotely aware that this man of great Carthage was first and foremost a man of God. When he presented himself at headquarters, his stiff military bearing gave no hint that beneath this proud mien was a man who humbled himself before God and prayed for spiritual guidance. He had no sooner settled in his new quarters when he sought out the nearest Christian house of worship, and it was only then that the Romans discovered that this great warrior was of the faith upon which the Roman soldiers frowned as the religion of the weak. Kallistratos was forthwith summoned before the superior officer, who had at first reports refused to believe that a man who had displayed such courage could align himself with the peace-loving Christians. When the incredulous officer heard the truth, he recommended that Kallistratos disavow Christ and go on with what promised to be a brilliant career in the service of the Emperor Diocletian. The Carthaginian said flatly that the cross of Jesus Christ meant more to him than a coat of arms encrusted on a shield. He was turned over to a Roman tribunal headed by Percentius himself, who had ordered the transfer of the accused man and who construed his declaration of faith to be a mockery of the Roman military honour. There was no compromising in this situation, and when Kallistratos was adamant in his refusal to denounce the Saviour, he was ordered to be flogged in the presence of his full battalion. The grievously battered Christian did not flinch in his loyalty to Christ. While his company looked on, the brutalized bearer of the word of Nazarene was tied in a sack and tossed into the sea, and just as the order to march was about to be given, the entire band on the shore watched in wonder as the supposedly